1 8-ounce block of Philadelphia cream cheese, 1 bag of spinach, frozen. Don't worry about defrosting it. Maybe a little just so it's not frozen in a block. Spread that out. One bell pepper, one red onion. So we are making this delicious appetizer dish if you want to be. I absolutely love this dish. 1 jar of artichoke hearts. You can get the can, but I like these. They're marinated, and we're just going to kind of put those all over the place. Don't worry if the oil gets everywhere. It's all going to be delicious. This just adds a nice flavor and touch to it. Gives it a little extra zing. Put those all around. Spread them out. This is one of my favorite holiday to-go-tos. I make this and I bring this to all my parties I get invited to. Everybody raves about this. Get those all spread out. You could leave these out if you don't like artichokes. Maybe replace them with water chestnuts. Just get those everywhere. So delicious and yummy. Now our sour cream. We're just going to put dollops. Just here and there. And this is going to melt up and everything's going to come together and you're going to see all these vibrant colors. It's going to be delicious. We got some garlic. You could use fresh garlic. I like the minced garlic. You just get more of it and not as much work to put in. And spread that all out. Go ahead and put it on that spinach. Put it on all the veggies. Put it on the cream cheese. I like a lot of garlic. And we're making a big pot of this, so you want to use extra garlic. Some mozzarella cheese. For me, I use a lot more than the original recipe called for, just because like I said, I make big batches of this, and I just like that extra cheesiness that it gives. Spread this out. Oh, when this goes into the oven and everything starts to cook and you smell the onions and the bell peppers and then the garlic, it's just so delicious. We'll just go ahead. I like the cheese. So we're gonna add that whole bag. Then just a little bit of olive oil, just enough to drizzle over and let it blend in with the cheeses and all the veggies. And last, our Parmesan cheese. You could use the one that comes, it's not shredded, it's more of like the powder-like one. I like the fresh one. When this comes off the oven, it gives it that nice golden color and crunch. We're gonna just spread that around. Don't be stingy with the cheese. Once this comes out and you mix everything together, you'll see why I used all the cheese. And just the last little drizzle of olive oil. Just enough to just let everything come together. And we're We're gonna place this in the oven at 350. Depending on your oven, will depend on how long it'll be in there. You just want everything to melt together and get all creamy and gooey. So you'll just have to keep checking on it. We're gonna put this to the side. And we're gonna go fancy. We're gonna go ahead, instead of just serving this in a bowl, we're gonna serve it in a ciabatta loaf. You could use one of those fancy bread bowls. I like this one because it just gives you a little flatter surface. You can kind of spread it out, get all that goodness in there. So we're just gonna cut around, make a little border, make a little bread boat for our spinach dip. And nothing goes to waste with this dish. So we're gonna just pull this out. We're gonna put this on our cutting board over here, and we're just gonna get all this out. Don't worry about it if it doesn't come out perfect. This is actually gonna be used for what we sop up with all that delicious goodnessness. So just go in there and get all that out. Put it to the side. And you just want to make a clean little bowl for your spinach dip. And press that down just so it has a nice little border. And we're going to put a little more olive oil. Nice little drizzle. And we're going to put this in the oven. This isn't going to stay in too long, only about 5 minutes. And we'll come back once both these things are ready to go. In between time, you can cut up your bread into nice little bite sizes. You can get your platter ready with some tortilla chips, because I'm telling you, once it comes out the oven, you're gonna wanna dig right in. Oh, this smells delicious, fresh out of your 350-degree oven. We waited till all the cheeses and everything melted all pretty. We're gonna go ahead and stir this up and get everything all mixed in. All your beautiful veggies, all your cheeses. Get all that mixed in. Your sour cream. A lot of restaurants serve the same dish and charge way more than they should. And you have this big old skillet of it all to yourself. Get that all mixed in. And don't worry if you feel like the cheeses were very melted on top, they melt back in. You just got to get it all stirred in. Look at that. Look at how pretty. You can see the onions, the bell peppers, those marinated artichokes. It's so creamy and delicious. And you can just smell the garlic and all those veggies. I'm so excited to try this. Okay, that looks pretty mixed in. And we got this fancy bread bowl that we made. Well, we didn't make it, we heated it up and cut it, but we're gonna go ahead and just put that to the side. And then we're gonna scoot this over. And remember, I told you to chop up all your little side pieces of bread, add some extra. You could add pita chips, you could add veggies. I'm just gonna get that in there. The cheese is gonna get all over the place. It's okay, it's what we want it there for. It adds to the deliciousness. And we'll get this all cleaned up before we serve it. You wanna make sure it looks nice and pretty and presentable. And just get that in there. Your little bread boat. Just a little fancy twist on it. Just add that little ambiance. Nobody will ever know we got these little things on the outside. Clean it up. We just want to make sure when we serve this, we're serving it how we would want to see it in a restaurant. Look at how beautiful that is. We're just going to go ahead and grab one of these pieces and take a little scoop. I'm going to go ahead and scoop it out the skillet so I don't mess that pretty presentation up. and try this. I want that big piece of artichoke and the cheese. Get some bell pepper and some onion. Oh, my mouth is watering just smelling this. That is cheesy. I can taste the artichoke. That marinade just adds that extra pop. The bell pepper. This is a great appetizer to serve to your friends, to bring to a party. Holidays, you'll be the hit. Try this out. Let me know if you make any changes or add anything. Put it in the comments.